Hello friends. This week's discourse is on the existential crisis, which is arguably the first spiritual crisis that we undergo. The existential crisis is a time when an individual questions their place in life, the meaning of their existence, and perhaps the meaning of existence altogether, and the purpose for one's life. And through that existential crisis, one very oftentimes becomes aware that maybe they've got a fair amount of anxiety, maybe a little bit of neuroses, maybe some addictive behavior, or obsessive behavior. And often the person, as they negotiate their existential crisis, they oftentimes end up in a recovery program to overcome recognized addictive behavior, and may very well oftentimes then be propelled into a spiritual life, and a spiritual life may also lead to a contemplative life. And then as one enters into a contemplative life, one may move through other stages of the spiritual crisis as one becomes transformed by the contemplation as it emerges from a rigorous contemplative life. So the spiritual crisis is, in a sense, questioning one's place in the world, one's place in nature, maybe the purpose and meaning of life, and propels us onto the spiritual life. So the existential crisis is, I believe, an essential component to the contemplative life. One needs to question, deeply, one's life, and perhaps also begin to question whether society as a whole has lost its meaning or not. And there's a lot of different points of view on human culture, and maybe all of those, not all of those points of view are necessarily wholesome or healthy or conducive to peace for the culture. So the existential crisis is this time when we begin to shift our focus in life, and that shift in focus then propels us into sobriety, moderated behavior, which might include sobriety, and reading more books on philosophy, religion, and the contemplative life. And it's our that's pretty much all I have to say on the existential crisis. It's certainly the first step towards a contemplative life. Thank you, friend.